Hey, Nick here, and today we're going to talk about everything you need to know about the RRSP and the TFSA, what you should invest in and why, all this and more coming up. So if you're watching this video and you're unsure what a TFSA or an RRSP is, I recommend checking out the videos I made on the RRSP and the TFSA. It'll give you everything you need to know about both accounts. But for now, we're going to assume that you at least have a basic knowledge of both accounts and how they work. We're going to look at both. We're going to look at kind of your investment goals, your strategies, and we're going to talk about making wise choices as to which accounts you should contribute to. This video is kind of geared towards people who are just starting to invest or looking at opening up an account. We're going to look at which accounts we're going to open up and why. So stay tuned. So the main question we want to ask ourselves is, what is our goal? What is our investment strategy? That's going to drive this whole conversation and influence which account is best suited for you. So if you're saving for retirement or if you're saving for long term, I definitely recommend the RRSP. Simple as that. It's called Registered Retirement Savings Plan. So it's best designed to save for retirement. So if that's your goal, set up the RRSP, stop this video, go do it now. Any investment strategy that involves less time than saving for retirement, I might look at starting with the TFSA first, especially because the TFSA room is flexible. So when you take the money out, you can recontribute that money back into your TFSA in the next year. So if you're saving for something like a car and you're saving and you hit your goal, you take that money out, you purchase your car, in the next year you can start saving for another car or something else with your new contribution space. You never lose that contribution room, and you can continually save and save for new things as they come along in life. So that's really the general rule of thumb. Speaking of thumbs, if you're enjoying this video or if you're getting value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. And consider Consider subscribing if you're interested in Canadian personal finance. I drop videos like these on a regular basis. Another strategy that you might want to consider is where you are in the tax brackets. How much income are you making? How much are you being taxed? The reason why is because the RRSP offers a deduction of your taxable income. And so if you're in a high tax bracket, those deductions are a lot more valuable compared to when you're in a low tax bracket. You're not realizing as much savings. So let's look at an example. So Canada has a progressive tax system, which means the more money you make, the more you're going to get taxed on your income. So as an example to illustrate this, if you're an Ontario resident and you make $100,000 of income, your marginal tax rate is about 43%. Now, if you earn $45,000, your marginal tax rate is 24%. Now, marginal tax means how much tax are you going to get charged on an extra dollar of income. So $100,000, if you were going to make an extra dollar on top of that 100,000, 43 cents of that dollar would go to the government, compared to if you're making $45,000 and you make $1 extra of income, the government's going to take away 24 cents. So there's a big difference there. And so that's why I want to talk about the savings from your RRSP deductions. If you're in that lower tax bracket, it might not be worth it to use those deductions right away. You might be better off contributing and focusing on the TFSA and using that contribution space before using the RRSP, because you don't reap the benefits of the RRSP as much as you can if you were in a higher tax bracket. Now, that doesn't mean you don't want to contribute to an RRSP. There are some strategies as well if the RRSP is the way you want to go. We can defer those RRSP contribution deductions to a future year. So in the tax guide I looked, there's no limit as to how far you can carry forward your deductions. So if you're contributing year after year, and you know eventually that you're going to get that promotion or you're going to get that raise where you're going to be in a larger tax bracket, you can save up those deductions and then apply them later on once your tax bracket is higher and the value of those deductions is going to be greater. So that's a strategy too, especially if you're saving up for something like a house and you want to take advantage of the RRSP and use that home buyer's plan. It might be a good idea if you're just starting out, you're in a low bracket, maybe you just started working and you want to save up for a house. It might be a good idea to use that RRSP and defer your deductions if that best suits your needs. I personally think though, however, if you're making in and around 50,000 Canadian or less, it might be a good idea to start with the TFSA. Build up your TFSA till you max out that contribution limit. So maxing out that contribution limit means you're using the full amount that Canada will allow you to contribute into a TFSA. And if you contribute any more, Canada's going to penalize you. So I would encourage you to use that TFSA to the fullest. And then once you max that out, open up your RRSP and start saving in the RRSP. And the reason why I say that is because when you're younger and you're saving, you can use that TFSA and take it out at any time for whatever things might come up in your life, and you're not going to lose that contribution space. You get it back in the next year. The TFSA gives us more of a peace of mind when it comes to taking money out for emergencies or whatever may come our way in life. So I hope this video is giving you a little bit more information and shining a little bit more light on what investment vehicle you should be using for your goals. Whatever you end up deciding, I encourage you to just do it. Just start. The best way, in my opinion, is to use automatic withdrawals. That way you don't have to make the conscious effort to invest on a regular basis within those accounts. It automatically comes out of your bank account. So that's today's video. If you got value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what other videos you'd like me to make. Happy taxing.